Hanukkah on Rye is a really lovely film. Not only is this a beautiful story, very well written and well executed, but it actually made me laugh a few times as well. And generally, when it comes to romantic comedies, they're heartwarming, but I don't really laugh that much at them. But there were a few moments in this that I did actually enjoy a little chuckle, and it gets emotional at one point as well. I'm really impressed with this. This is a 2022 Hallmark film directed by Peter DeLuise. It's written by Julie Sherman Wolfe, and we have a cast including Jeremy Jordan and Yael Grobglas. And I will say, I'm not Jewish. My knowledge of Jewish traditions and specifically Hanukkah, they're not that strong. So I have a lot to learn. I'd love to know what you think of this film, but specifically, or I guess in particular, if you are Jewish or you have Jewish friends, you're very knowledgeable about Hanukkah. I'd love to know if it feels like an accurate representation. I obviously have to take everything with a pinch of salt, but I learned a few things, and I rather enjoyed the whole experience. It's about Molly and Jacob, whose families set them up with somebody through this matchmaking service. So for the most part, they're just writing letters to their match, and they're also using fake names. That's kind of how it works. So you only reveal your real name if you decide that you'd like to go ahead and meet this person and have a real connection with them. We, the viewer, know that actually Molly and Jacob have competing delis. Well, Molly's family already has a deli. Jacob's family is planning on setting up a deli very close by, which is obviously going to cause problems. And they don't realise that they're writing to each other. And I was really keen to see what would happen, who would find out first, how they would react to this. And I won't say how any of that unfolds, of course, but I was really satisfied with the way the narrative went. There was one point where I thought maybe one of the characters overreacted a tiny bit, but then I kind of thought maybe not. So I'm not 100% sure if I completely agree with all of the characters' actions, but if I don't, that's really only a tiny factor that doesn't impact my overall enjoyment of the film. We have some really wonderful characters, really great performances, beautiful story, a lot of food. It made me hungry. It made me very hungry, and I rather enjoyed this a lot. Hanukkah on Rye is a great narrative, very well written, definitely funny at times, which, as I said, is not... I don't find myself laughing at holiday romantic comedy films that much. But yeah, this one was definitely very amusing at certain points, and the performances are really solid, and the story is very, very well done. Needless to say, I really enjoyed it. Also, it has 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb across 1.3 thousand reviews and ratings. For this kind of film, that's quite a rare rating. That's quite high, which I think goes to show that it's generally very well received. I certainly agree with that rating, and needless to say, I am very, very happy to recommend Hanukkah on Rye.